spoke more to Roddenberry's original dream and the spirit of what Star Trek was. You know, you could not get anything borrowed for all of your supplies. You had to make alliances. You couldn't call Starfleet for help. You lost your, you could have gotten back quicker, but you still remember Starfleet ideals.
Couldn't find the gas station.
But you stood fast on your Starfleet ideals, even though that's what stranded you there to begin with. Well, so to me, I have loved Voyager for that reason.
Thank you. You've absolutely made my day. Thank you very much. Very nice. Hello, how are you?
Okay, good. I do want to agree with the last gentleman. You are one of the most approachable stars in this entire convention, and I think it's like a mile long.
But they're all, why are you all meeting?
Well, the camera.
Oh, I thought it was up to me. Oh, now this is really too much. Okay. You're great. Yes, sir. What is your question?
But thank you again for being so approachable, and I think one of the other very influential women. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just don't quite understand that because, I mean, I had the great gift, didn't I, of playing this role. And then I have the extraordinary privilege to come in front of a group of people of this magnitude and this collective intelligence who loved that series. Why would I be less than absolutely present to it? I don't understand that. There's nothing in it. But there's nothing in that for me. Do you understand? To be left, there's nothing in that, and there's nothing in that for you. So I don't know what that means. What is your question?
So to get my question, what I was going to ask was, another one of the very influential women in Star Trek history, of course, is Lieutenant Uhura, Nichelle Nichols. And I don't know if you've had a chance to speak with her, and what have you guys talked about and discussed? And wasn't expecting that. All right.
That woman loves to talk about sex.
I am blushing and humbled by that, so not quite the answer I thought for, but I was just getting your thoughts on it. So.
There you have it. Thank you. You may not know this, or maybe you do know this. A lot of sex in Star Trek. A lot of sex. Sorry? Yes. What is your question?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Myself, I study international studies to do security interests.
Security interests.
Security, like preventing war, preventing conflict. And I find Star Trek to be such a great inspiration for that. One thing I noticed about you from all the different other captains, that you actually approach with more diplomacy, not I'm the captain, I'm going to make this order and it's Star Trek and I'm Star Captain and
Is my voice really that low? Well, that's the prime directive, my darling, isn't it? Oh, I see. Well, we want nuance. Yeah,
But do you actually have to fight with Paramount and the producers?
Did I what?
Do you have to fight with the Paramount and the producers to be more of the diplomatic captain rather than the ideal orders and I'm the Starfleet captain?
No, I didn't have to fight for that. It seemed to be inherent in the character of Janeway. And if anything, I think that was a feather in their cap, that they understood that her humanity was going to be the winning ticket for Janeway. And indeed, I think it proved to be. So diplomacy is just a very fancy word for fair, right? Janeway exercised fairness, even in Death Wish, where all of her convictions, theological, philosophical, and otherwise, were tested by the prospect of suicide in the continuum, which actually was, to me, one of the most important episodes in terms of the audience learning about Janeway and Janeway learning about herself. You saw that shell crack and some of that good girl fall away, and her excellent mind married her excellent soul in her understanding that this man should not be subjected to life and perpetuity with John Delancey. Any more than you or I should, right? So I think that that was the beauty of of my series, and of Janeway in particular. She was constantly learning, and I've worked with the writers and the producers to that end. And I think that we succeeded fairly well, don't you? Yes.